To the harsh wail of the air raid siren, Gordon Cleaver clambered into his Hurricane and slammed shut the Perspex canopy. The date was the 15th of August, 1940, but to Nazi high command, it was Eagle Day, the day when they would try to destroy the RAF, leaving Britain defenceless against German bombers and ending the last serious resistance to Hitler's plans. And it was up to a few hundred men like Gordon Cleaver to stop them. He was up above the clouds before he realised he'd forgotten to grab his goggles. But there was no time to think about that now, because looking up, he spotted the German bomber squadron flying in formation. He shot up towards them, the adrenaline coursing through his veins, and tried to get a bomber in his crosshairs. These were far from defenceless targets. Each bomber had a rear gunner, aiming a cannon straight back at any fighter pilot on their tail. And, as Cleaver steadied his plane and prepared to fire, a flash of gunfire erupted from the bomber, and a spray of bullets ripped through his plane. His engine was on fire, and shards of Perspex were lodged in his eyes, leaving him blind in one eye and half-blind in the other. Luckily, Cleaver safely escaped his plane and parachuted to safety. In hospital, he underwent 18 operations to reconstruct his face and save some of his eyesight. But one of his surgeons, Harold Ridley, noticed something remarkable. All the other patients had fragments of glass or metal in their eyes, and they suffered terrible inflammation, but the Perspex fragments in Cleaver's eye caused none at all. Realising the importance of this discovery, Ridley began work as soon as the war ended on replacing the eye's lens with an artificial Perspex lens. His invention, the forerunner of the contact lens, has restored the vision of thousands of patients over the years, including, appropriately, one Gordon Cleaver, who, 47 years after the war, was cured of cataracts by having Perspex put back into his eye. So, what is it about Perspex that gives it these incredible properties? How come it's strong enough to make the windshield of a plane, and so unreactive that it can be inserted into the eye without causing inflammation? To understand, we need to look at Addition Polymers, of which Perspex is just one example.